Congratulations, Daniel. Chris Wilder said you were better in every department. Is that the best performance of the season for you?
It's always a bit difficult to compare. And I have to say we had many complex performances already during the season on the road, but also in the home games. But regarding the quality of the opponent, they were unbeaten side so far in this league. 6 clean sheets in a row. Chris Wilder's side are always well structured, difficult to open, to create chance against them. They're competitive, they're aggressive. And this side is also normally really quality up front, individual quality, quality on the counter attack. So it was important today to find a good mix, a good blend out of being brave, because we wanted to create chances and to score goals, not like all the other opponents against them in the recent weeks and you can even say month. But also to have still a good structure behind the ball in order to control all their counter attacks. And this is what we did. We had a good balance out of being brave, but also out of being smart. And for that, it was a really mature performance from the first to the last second. I think even the first half were excellent, created so many chances, should have scored goals with Adrian Mazzani and Brenden Aaronson. Normally on this level, when you face such a good side, you need to score out of the situations. This is what we did then in the second half, thank God, with 2 really good goals. And yes, even in the last minute, they also brought quality on the pitch. They changed their base formation a few times. We had to adapt to stay flexible and also adaptable in our approach with the ball, but also against the ball, in our pressing, in our behavior. The lads delivered excellent in this terms, and this, after not the easiest preparation for us. So for that, they deserve all the praise today. And I got the same feeling. It was a very mature performance and well-deserved win, and many compliments to the lads.
Particularly Tanaka and Joe Rothwell. It's hard to pick him out of the match between the two, but you mentioned the other week, didn't you, so that you're going to have to construct a way of balancing them off. How proud of you of what they've achieved tonight in that particular performance?
Yes, I think it was the best performance in this combination for them, and we need this against a really good side. We must not forget Joe Rothwell has hardly played 90 minutes in the last 2 years, and right now he has to deliver a lot for us, and he's more like an offensive-minded player, more baller than a physical threat against the ball. And Tanaka the same. First steps in English football, also more in Germany, played quite often number 10 or offensive 8 position. And right now with them both, it's perhaps normally not the perfect blend what you dream for. So we have to adapt also our style slightly, because we need to be even more dominant in possession and more careful which passes we play, because we don't have the players who are outstanding then in terms of recover the ball again for us. So we have to adapt our style, but also credit to them. I think the first games you could see them growing also a lot, and we work with them both a lot individually, with speaking about what we want, with showing scenes what they can improve, and I think they have more or less improved from game to game. And right now, this was a game on a really top level. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to have, hopefully, at some point, Isna Badu and also Ilya Gruev back, because to rely on them both for 46 games, or at least the upcoming games, is also not that easy. But today, they deserve all the compliments. I think, as you mentioned, they were excellent as a pair tonight.
You don't need a free agent midfielder now, do you?
Yes, we do, because next game is on Tuesdays. By our standards, big break, 3 days between the game, and then afterwards also on Saturday. And there are 46 games, and there could be also, if you have in this league one little hamstring strain and you're out for 2 weeks, means you miss 4 or 5 games. So for that, I think we still have to stay awake if there is an option for us. Also regarding what happens in our back four in terms of centre backs, thank God Max Wöber is a bit ahead of schedule, but so far he was not that often available. So we have to be smart in these moments as well. Also with yellow cards, also we're actually close, I think, on a few positions. So again, we need that in the squad, and if there is a possibility, I think we have to do this. I can't confirm right now anything, but like I mentioned, we will have a quick decision. Either it happens in the next 2 weeks or not at all. But I think if we find a perfect fit for our needs, more like a physical player who can cover holding midfielder position, perhaps also centre back, adds a bit experience, that would be beneficial. Yes.
Finally for me, Daniel, a great ball for Matip Joseph to score, and he did really well to see off his marker too. But you also scored from a corner.
Yes.
How pleased are you with that? Or both?
Yes, happy days. And you know, since my first day, I'm insisting that set pieces are so important. And for me, such a poor run is also the first time in my career, because normally I'm with my teams always pretty much there on top. I wasn't happy in last season. Our deliveries and also how we attacked the ball was not great. I saw this goal coming because we were already excellent in preseason with 3 goals. I think also during this season we are quite there, top of the league in terms of expected goals out of set pieces. It was just, come on, let's do me a favor and bring the ball over the line to end this curse. And we need this. So sometimes against a deep defending opponent, you need to open them also with a set piece goal, and that's what we did today. Compliments also to our guys in the coaching staff who are working on this, because this was exactly what we executed, what we have planned, more or less. A bit low delivery into this area. Yes, and thank God Pascal Stoik is back. That also helps in order to score out of a corner. Yes, was crucial today, and we need a few more in this league in this season. That's definitely for sure.
Great. Chris Wilder doesn't think anyone will finish above you in the league. What do you say to that?
Well, Chris is a top manager and a very experienced guy. If he says this about a side, then you can definitely take it as a compliment, and I'd rather take this than in comparison to there's criticism on our squad. Yeah, but sadly it's not a guarantee that we right now can rest. If we stop right now winning points and winning games, we won't make it to the top half of this table. We're on a good path, we know this. We're in a good shape. We deliver really good performance. We're looking rock solid defending-wise. We're creating chances. But, you know, in this league, in order to be successful, you also need a bit of luck, also in terms of injuries. And so far, it's a pretty tricky situation. We are perhaps just 1 or 2 injuries away from real big problems in order to pick a starting lineup. And also last season, so I'm still convinced that with a fit Patrick Bamford we would right now play on Premier League level, but we didn't have him available for the run-in, didn't have him available for the playoffs, although he was in red-hot form and goal-scoring form. And you know, 1 or 2 poor weeks and 1 or 2 injuries can stop you also on the run. So for that we take the compliments and let's deserve it, but sadly it's not a guarantee that everything goes well. We have to be switched on and aware and fully on it, and there are really good teams in this league. Sheffield we play today one. We play also with Watford, a team who can more than surprise also during the season. We have played only a few really good sides, and it will be a tight race till the end, and we have to be on it each and every day on the training pitch, and then obviously also on the games.
We've got a great battle between Joe Peru and Matteo Joseph at the minute. Is it a nice problem to have, picking who starts in that position?
No, and I would also mention Patrick Bamford. So I'm pleased they have this 3 players. So Patrick right now, also the last 2 weeks in training were beneficial for him. Was not a gift today to have him the first time. Also the back after the injury, or second time I think it was on the pitch. We definitely need also his experience. But also with Joel and Matteo, good for Matteo, also for his confidence that he scored. But it's also a sign how we scored this goal. And it's not a battle between them. It's more like a battle us against all the others, us against the world. And even Matteo and Joel, they're happy when the other guy is scoring. Joel was a fantastic assist to Matteo, and then he showed resilience in the duel and wanted to score this goal. And it's also good for his confidence that he scored another goal. We need all our offensive players to chip in with goals. Joel, Matteo, Patrick, but also our wingers, our offensive midfield players, and we can't just rely on one player. So for that, it was also good that we had today 2 players who scored. Also sometimes the defensive players to chip in, and it doesn't feel like a battle between our players. It's more like we battle together and fight together because we want to be successful as a team, and that's the only thing that matters.
AO and Junior didn't come back until Wednesday. You don't have Brenden back until yesterday. It's been a really, really tough 2 weeks for you to prepare anything meaningful. So did that surprise you tonight, being that good?
Of course, I was hoping for this, but they deserve definitely unbelievable praise and many compliments today, because it was so tricky. So also for Sheffield United, normally you have to prepare in a proper way, and we had no time on the training pitch, because also yesterday let's could just recover. And, there was no chance to have a tactical session, so we just need to bring with a video session close to them what we want to do. So with two video sessions, we had also one this morning, but also to make sure in one day you can't overload them. So we need to find a good mix, and it was so complicated, and also with so many late choices who would be in the starting lineup. Brenden Aaronson, probably the biggest scorer, but also Junior Firpo, Willy Gnonto, Tanaka, who were there in different time zones, played on Tuesday. I was a bit nervous, if I'm honest, and I was thinking to leave them all, or at least a few of them, on the bench. Was a tight call, and you never know how it pays off. But we got the feeling, come on, they can handle it, and they are professional, and thank God it paid off that we played them from the start, and that was the right call. You never have a guarantee, and they executed also our plan in a perfect way. But one thing is, as a manager, you can have a plan and work on this plan and the game plan, but it's more important that the players execute it in a perfect way, and for that all the praise belongs to them, and I think they have done outstanding to that.
What convinced you to play Brenden, given how hard it's been for him, how late he arrived?
First of all, that we invested really everything to bring him back as soon as possible. He was back late Wednesday evening, so he had at least 2 proper nights at home. That was quite beneficial. Then also we had objective data this morning. Also his recovery standard was quite good. Also his muscle standard there, I can't explain it right now because I'm not a doctor, but we have our sports science, and they did many tests, and they said, listen boss, it looks alright. Then also a talk with him over the afternoon. He said, yeah boss, if you need me, I'm ready also to start. I can't promise to be ready for 90 minutes, but that was also then his answer, and of course, and you always have to be a bit aware if the player just wants to play the game, or if he's really honest, then experience and gut feeling helps of a manager, and I was in this situation several times before, and today the gut feeling was, yeah, okay, come on, I can trust him and put him on the pitch, and thank God he paid back also with a good performance. Said he not with a goal, he had good chances, but also like his work rate again was incredible, and so important against this side, because we had also a few players on the pitch. I like my players, but for some of them it's not the biggest strength to cover distance, and for that we needed also Brenden as long as possible on the pitch, and good to have him back.
Thank you.
Daniel, obviously the pace at which you move the ball is important against, with so many players behind the ball. How important are the central midfielders in setting that tempo?
Yes, crucial. It's a heart of the game. They are more or less our motor, and they initialize our attacks, and the first passes also send the message in which way we want to attack the game. They need to be smart in their solution. But today it was even more important because, Sheffield is always so structured, and they lurk for winnings of the ball in the center of the game, and then they're normally unbelievable in their counterattack. So their their decisions, which pass they play, was today crucial. And I think Joe Roswell and Tanaka today had many good decisions. Can't be perfect, can't be 100%, because it's the nature of football. But overall, the general feeling for which pass is necessary right now was really well, and was crucial today.
And how important was it as well? It took you an hour to get the first goal. The team showed that patience and that belief that they kept playing that way.
Yes, on this level, when you face a good side, it's always important that you use your chance. I was a bit concerned because we missed already a few good situations in the first half, but we were relentless today, and we were on it and wanted to go. And of course, then to score the first goal is always on this level when two top sides playing against each other, always crucial. But it also felt it was coming because we were so dominant through the game. And then obviously after the second goal, the game was more or less done. We concentrated in the last 10 minutes also after they changed their base formation. It also brought many offensive-minded players on, also like our pressing behavior and also our shape against the ball a bit, and controlled the game also against the ball. This was also crucial, but of course the first goal was of course a decisive moment.